the Carolina Panthers sign Matt Barkley.
What?
And then, what should the Carolina Panthers do with their quarterback situation? All in today's edition of Pantherology. What is up, Panther Nation, Pantherologists? Welcome to today's video. As always, it's your boy Clay. And we are going to talk about the signing of Matt Barkley and what the Carolina Panthers should do with this whole quarterback situation. I'm going to give you my opinion on that. Before we get into today's video, as always, make sure you pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, comment down below, and click that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. And it's all for free. And it's only clicks away and a little couple types just for that comment. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go check out my Twitter and Instagram. Follow me there. I would much appreciate it. Also, go check the links down in the description. Go check out the Newsbreak app. Use my own personal link down there in the description. And also, make sure you go check out the Carolina Panthers Den on Facebook. They are one of the best Carolina Panther Facebook groups, and they take good care of me, so I cannot complain. Other than that, let's cut to the bullshit, and let's dive into today's video. Now, the Carolina Panthers have reinforced their quarterback position room. I mean, I guess that's what you can call it. Due to the fact a right shoulder injury, the Carolina Panthers are certain that starting quarterback Sam Darnold will not be able and be ready to play this week against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Darnold will be out a couple of weeks from what we know, which is expected. So, with Darnold's injury and the quarterback room really just unreliable, the Panthers are ready to acquire that veteran, I guess you can say, as in Matt Barkley. Now, Barkley is a former Philadelphia Eagles 4th round draft pick selection. He has also played for the Buffalo Bills, the Bears, and the Titans. Barkley has passed over 2,600 and something yards, about 11 touchdowns and 22 interceptions in 19 games. He's only had 7 starts, and his completion percentage is around 58.4%. Not good and still unreliable. So, kind of a waste of a signing, in my opinion. There's better options out there. And in other words, Cam Newton. Now, the Panthers must address this critical position on the field, the quarterback. After yet another bad performance on Sunday, it has become very clear that Sam Darnold is not the Panthers' long-term quarterback solution. The most problematic component of Sam Darnold's game is his decision-making, by far. It's never been a doubt about whether he's skilled enough to succeed in this league. He has all the tools to succeed, but he has yet to do it in nearly 4 years into his NFL career. But people ask me, how did he perform so well so early in the season when we were 3-0? Well, his confidence, I think, was at an all-time high, and that's just my theory. He was playing inside the scheme, accepting what the defense threw at him, and just did not second-guess himself on every choice to make. He was simply enjoying himself, playing football again. This was the first time in his career I think he had a solid coaching staff around him, a full range of weapons available to him. You know, you could feel a sense of uncertainty, enter into Christian McCaffrey's head the instant he left the game back in Houston. Now, that was when, Christian McCaffrey injured that hamstring. Now, Darnold hasn't been the same since that game, and he's been turning the ball over at an extreme rate. And on Sunday, McCaffrey returned back to the lineup. But it didn't boost Darnold's confidence by any means. He made several poor selections to press the ball into tight coverage, and he was second-guessing himself on a pass, especially to Ian Thomas, which resulted in a horrible ball being intercepted for a score by J.C. Jackson. Now, coming into the season, the thinking was that Darnold was locked in a horrible position back in New York with the Jets. And that changed, that change of scenery would be beneficial for him, right? It may have been a case of terrible player getting, caught in a bad situation. So all of the blame has been thrown on former Jets coach Adam Gates, which he's trash anyways. But it's definitely plausible that both Gates and Darnold are trash. And that's beginning to ring very, very true. So what's next for the Carolina Panthers? What do the Carolina Panthers do now that Sam Darnold is definitely not the guy moving forward? In the near term, they'll have to rely on PJ Walker as Darnold recovers from a right shoulder injury. Now, Walker has started several games, and it implies that Carolina will almost surely choose in the top 10 of this NFL draft class coming next year. Walker is most likely among the worst 5 backup quarterbacks in this league. But that's a debate for another time. We've seen how terrible he is in both the preseason and the regular season. Let's be honest. Walker completed fewer than half of his passes in the preseason against players who aren't even on rosters right now. So those of you hoping for Walker to be the starting quarterback should be very careful what you wish for. Now, the Panthers situation is complicated by the fact that this is a horrible year to be a quarterback needy franchise. There are several intriguing quarterbacks coming into this draft class, including Matt Corral out of Ole Miss, Sam Howell out of North Carolina. I'm not too sure about him. I like Malik Willis out of Liberty, and I like Desmond Ridder out of Cincinnati. But I really don't think none of these quarterbacks in this draft class are expected to be franchise changers. All right. So then this brings us back to the Deshaun Watson. Because of the uncertainty surrounding his off-field concerns, the Panthers did not pursue him at the trade deadline, as we know. So I think once the season is over, I anticipate them to contact the Texans in order to acquire permission to talk with Watson. And I think eventually arrange a trade for him. Now, the Panthers' best bet for resolving this quarterback issue is to sign Watson. Panthers owner David Tepper and general manager Scott Fitterer will not hesitate to call Watson if the 22 cases against him are withdrawn or is found innocent. So, giving up several first-round selections and an experienced talent to get the quarterback situation right, I think is definitely worth it. If that is what it takes for Carolina to have their guy for the next 10 years or so, David Tepper, I think, will make it happen. If it isn't Watson, I'm not sure where the Panthers will go. But Darnold will not be back in 2022. I can tell you that now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, before I leave you, keep pounding.